what is the role of the regulators, the government, the central bank, in your view, because of recent events, right? FTX collapsed recently, and there could be more, right? Especially in the derivative sector, for example. Like, what would be the role of the central bank and other regulators in this case?
I think the industry collectively has a role to protect consumers, to protect everybody. So it's not just regulators. Regulators does absolutely have a role, but it's also not 100% of their responsibility. No one can protect a bad player, to be very frank. If a guy is very good at lying and is very good at just pretending to be what he's not, somebody wants to violate the law is not going to prevent that. The law can help to reduce that. As industry players, we should be more vocal about it. We should set very strong standards for the industry. Actually, one of the things we will do very soon, given the events that happen, we will try to collect the other industry players together and form an industry association globally, try to deal with some of the common standards in business, etc. So as industry players, we have a responsibility as well. The VC investors have a responsibility. They invest in businesses that didn't work. That hurt a lot of users. They're also responsible. The consumers are responsible as well. The schools are responsible. Why aren't we teaching people about consumer financial risk assessment in schools? So everybody's responsible. No one can completely prevent it. But the regulators do have a role. We do need slightly more. We do need to increase the clarity of regulations and the sophistication of regulations in the crypto space. Most of the regulations today deal with KYC and AML. The natural response is to borrow the regulations from traditional financial systems. How do we regulate banks? Most regulators think of crypto exchanges like banks. But crypto exchanges operate very, very differently from banks. In a bank, it's very, very normal for a bank to move user assets for investments and try to make returns. In crypto, if you run a crypto exchange that way, it's almost guaranteed to go down. To the traditional financial regulators, to them, they may not even be thinking about this before this week. But we, Binance, have always held 100% reserves of user assets. And we're leading the way to do proof of reserves, publicly disclosing all of our cold wallet addresses. And other industry players are forced to follow, because if they don't follow, they become even smaller. And when they follow, some of them have some issues now. But we as an industry, we need to increase the transparency. We need to work very closely with regulators all around the world to make this industry more robust. But there's a strong role for regulators to play, but we can't blame this on anybody, or any single party.